Shane Hunter here, global distributor for Enagic, and I'd just like to talk about a few things here. I'd like to shoot a video to use as a training tool for my organization. So I'd like to talk about a few things. I'd like to talk about marketing the business. I'd like to talk about keeping track of your leads and also following up with your leads, because we all know the fortune is in the follow-up. So it's very, very important to follow up with your leads. And when you're following up with your lead, you need to know about your leads. You need to get personal with them. So back to marketing the business, and I'm going to use Craigslist marketing as an example. So what I do with Craigslist marketing is I usually post 3 ads a day, usually one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. So and you can get in trouble with Craigslist if you start posting ads all over the place and posting them too frequently. So there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. So and I will take each and every one of you through the right way to do it as you get to that step in the marketing. So when I do this, I post a short ad on Craigslist, and it's short, and it doesn't it's not real descriptive or detailed, because I don't want people going online and Googling things for themselves and making their own conclusion about what the business is before I even talk with them, because there's a lot of for lack of a better word, there's a lot of scams out there that I've personally lost money to, and I know a lot of other people have lost money to, and a lot of people like to just completely write it off as a scam because they're tired of losing money, and they don't want it to happen again. So it's completely understandable. But what I do is I post a short ad on Craigslist that basically the entire purpose of that ad is to get them in touch with me. So at the bottom, and I'll send this template. I've got several ad templates, but I'll send them over to you guys as when you join and when we're getting you started with the company. So we post these ads, and then basically at the bottom of the ad I put if you'd like to know more information, contact Shane, which is me obviously, by phone, and I have my personal cell phone number there at the bottom, and I put text or call Shane, and then I put in parentheses under that the best chance for the quickest response is by text message. So the reason for doing that is I'm trying to get them to text me, because when you compare the response you get from a text message to the response you get from just talking to somebody on the phone, it's huge. People respond to a text message so much more often these days than they do like a voicemail or even trying to call them on the phone. So what I like to do is try to direct them towards texting me. So, and when they do text me, they usually say something like, you know, hey, my name's Bob. Sometimes they don't give their name, but a lot of times they do. So let's say, hey, my name's Bob. I would like to know more about your ad on Craigslist. And then I send them a text back. I say, hey, great. The best way for me to get you the details is by email. Would you be open to sharing an email so that I can send you over the information? And 99% of the time they have no problem with that. They'll just send me their email address right away. So when they do that, I have an email that I send them that has several steps for them to go through, and I will also send you that email. So this email has, as we know, the information for our business is like 90-95% visual. You have to be able to see the product. You have to be able to see the results that the product does. You have to see, you know, the glasses of water on the table, the whole demonstration. You know, you have to see the benefits, the health benefits of this product, and you have to see the excitement in people's faces, all that. It's so much easier to get the information and your point across by video than it is just talking on the phone. So that's the way I like to do it. I like to send over this email that has these videos that that I have them watch. And what I used to do is, when they sent me that first text asking for more information, I would send them over a text saying, yeah, great, the best way for you to get the details is to call this number and listen to this 20-minute pre-recorded message. And what I found, there's nothing wrong with doing that, you do get results, but what I found is that so many people would listen to just the first minute or two of that message and then hang up, because they already have it in their mind that it's some sort of, MLM, some type of network marketing, some type of pyramid scheme, dare I say, just the word scam just is like a blinking light in their mind, when they hear this type of pre-recorded message. At least that's been my experience. So what I like to do is try to get them watching the demonstration videos, the compensation video, and the scientific video with Dr. Michael first thing. I like, because I found that I have so much better success and so much more response when I get them watching those videos than I do when they just call and listen to a pre-recorded message. So that is what I've found as far as marketing, what is more effective. And like I said, I have all these materials, the email, I have the Craigslist ads, all this that I'll send over to you, because I'm here for you guys. I'm here for my team. I'm here to build an organization, and your success is my success, and I really care for you guys. I want you to be financially free. I want you to have that time freedom, and I want you to be healthy, because what I've found with this company is just outstanding. I've never seen anything like it, and I want everyone to be able to experience the same thing I have. Okay, so that's just in a nutshell the marketing side of the Craigslist marketing side of this business. Okay, so and then let's talk about keeping track of the leads. So this is super important. When somebody, and like I said, normally they'll give you their name, and if they don't, you can ask them for their first name. So when they text you, a lot of times, like I said, they'll give you their first name. So what I always do is I will save that number in my phone, and I'll put, like, say their name is Bob, I'll save their name as Bob, and then I'll put their last name as Lead. So it'll be Bob Lead, right? So say they call me, then it's not just some random number showing up on my phone and I don't have any idea who it is. I know who's calling me, right? And of course, if I have their last name, I'll save their last name in there, right? So when somebody calls me or texts me, I know who's calling me. And then, this is probably the most important part of it, I keep a notebook, okay? Just a small notebook. And what I do is, see here, I have a page for each lead, right? And I'll put their name at the top, then I'll put their phone number and their email address, right? So I've got that information at the very top of the page, and then as I talk with them, as I cultivate and build a relationship with these people, I'm here to be people's friends. They're not just a number to me. They're not just a lead. I'm here to build relationships. So when I talk to these people have real feelings, they have real needs, and you need to convey that you are you show interest in that, right? So, and it's impossible. For some people it might not be, but for me it's so much more handy to have a notebook. To when you learn things about these people, you just jot things down. Like, okay, say Bob his mother has fibromyalgia, or has arthritis or diabetes or whatever it is. You go ahead and you jot that in there. Say somebody's wife has lupus or something, you jot that in there, okay? So, and as you're talking to these people, you ask them, well, why would you like to have a business that why would you like to be involved in a business that allows you time freedom, that allows you to work from home, all these things, and then you write down their interests on their page in your notebook, right? So that when they call you, you can refer to that, and you can say, hey, yeah, I remember last time we talked about your mom having fibromyalgia, and you would like to be able to spend more time with her, or maybe you have a loved or a family member, a loved one that needs care at home that you're not able to provide when you're out working a regular 9-to-5 job. you write out this stuff down and you build relationships with these people, because people like doing business with friends, not strangers. Okay, so you keep a notebook with all your leads in it. You write down information about these leads, and you build relationships that way. Okay, so and then the third thing I'd like to touch on real quickly is following up with your leads. So if you go a couple of days, and specifically I'd like to talk about following up by way of text. Okay, so I've already kind of touched on how people are so much more responsive to texting than phone calls nowadays, or even email. And the reason for that, I think, is that they can do it on their own time, right? When you call somebody, it's almost like they have to answer right then. And hardly anybody, as far as voicemail is concerned, hardly anybody even checks their voicemail anymore. I hardly do. I hate checking my voicemail. But if you send me a quick text, I will probably respond to that text within the next 5 minutes. And most people are the same way. So if I go a few days and I haven't talked to a prospect, I'll send them a quick text. Hey, and I'm just trying to build a relationship here. So I'll say, hey, how's your day going? You know, or like going back to the notebook with their information in it. You know, hey, how is your mother doing? Has she had any flare-ups? Have you been able to spend time with her, or whatever it is? You text these people. You let them know that you are you're thinking about them. You have them in mind, and you just share your heart with them. Okay, so guys, what we have here is life-changing. Everybody needs this product. Everybody needs a K8 or SD501 in their home. It is the next microwave in a health sense. We all know that. The market is wide open in the U.S., but we have to do it right. We have to market it right, we have to keep track of the leads, and we have to follow up with the leads. The fortune is in the follow-up. I don't know how many people that have come into my organization because I followed up with them, you know, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks later, and they'll say, oh yeah, I had a chance to view that first video in the email, and you just reminded me, thanks for reminding me, I'll go ahead and watch that second or third video or whatever it is, and then you'll end up closing the sale. Just because you're being a nice guy, you're being friendly, and you're showing concern with them. Okay, so that is my tip to you guys. And as always, if you have any questions or would just like to share your heart, give me a call or just touch base with me. Love you guys. Take care.